Goku is an absolute freaking monster. Dragon Ball Super episode 82 showed us an incredible battle between Goku and Toppo. Personally, I loved it. The action sequences were absolutely awesome, and we learned so much new information. I have videos I can be talking about this episode for all week because we learned so many new important critical things, and I'm gonna graze over those in this video, but I'll make separate videos later this week. So the episode opens up and Kai from Universe 11 basically tells us why Toppo is even there among the gods, and he chose him as his bodyguard. I don't know why he needs a bodyguard, but he asks for a special match between Goku and Toppo, and of course the Omni King agrees. Goku starts off the fight by turning into a Super Saiyan, and we get to see Toppo's red aura. It's nothing special, it's just the color of his aura. We get this very artistic and ominous picture of Goku standing in front of Toppo, who looks absolutely massive and very scary. Gohan seems to be recovering his Saiyan blood, and he's getting excited for fighting again, which is so freaking awesome. Toppo flies in with Justice On! And then after Justice On, he does Justice Tornado. So Toppo has a whole bunch of abilities, very similar to like Raccoon. Every time he does an attack, he says it. Like instead of Raccoon Elbow, he says Justice Flash or whatever. And it's pretty hilarious. And he has so many abilities, so I'm going to say all of them here. So he does Justice Crusher, and he just dislocates Goku's shoulder. And you hear this crunch. It looks like super painful. Goku's in pain. Goku, by the way, is in regular base Super Saiyan form. He's not even Super Saiyan 2, as you can see by his bangs. He's able to get out of this grapple by flipping around and kicking Toppo in the face. We get a beautiful action sequence here as Goku and Toppo start going at it. Goku fighting as Super Saiyan 1 just to test Toppo's power. Toppo uses Justice Flash, and he starts shooting out all these energy beams. Now he says, evil cannot escape the light of justice. That sounds exactly like Zamasu to me. Anyways, he's able to teleport behind Goku and grapple onto him. And Belmood says that this is the Justice Rear Naked Choke, which is Toppo's greatest finishing move. So he is just like breaking Goku's bones here, but Goku's able to snap out of it by turning into a Super Saiyan Blue. Goku's had enough testing his opponent, and it's time to go near full power and really lay the smackdown on Toppo. Now is when things get really interesting. So Goku just starts absolutely stomping Toppo. This guy's supposed to be the next god of destruction. Like, that's how strong he's supposed to be, and Goku is just shitting on this guy. And who else is cheering right now, jumping out of their seat, hooting and hollering? I know I was so happy seeing this. It was freaking hilarious. It was at this point that Toppo knew he fucked up. So then Goku and Toppo start having this very fast-paced, high action, teleporting around in the air sequence. It's very similar, at least it reminded me of the Goku vs. Cell fight, versus Perfect Cell, which is probably my favorite fight in all of Dragon Ball Z. Very exciting action sequences here, as we've had for the last 4 episodes, ever since Buu started fighting Basil. All this, 360-degree camera angle movement. Goku just is pummeling this guy. I mean, Toppo basically stands no chance against Goku, and Goku's smiling the entire time. Toppo is not a threat to Goku whatsoever. Goku starts charging up the Kamehameha. It's at this point shit is about to go down. So Toppo tries to use Justice Flash again. Goku teleports, dodging it, and lands on the ground near Toppo. Very similar again to the Cell fight. He just dashes right into Toppo's face and blasts him with this Kamehameha. Even Beerus thinks that Goku killed Toppo. And at this point, everybody's just thinking, my god, Goku is a freaking monster. Toppo somehow survives, but he's seriously messed up at this point. He got his little outfit torn and it pissed him off. So he powers up to full power, and then Goku says, I'll show you what it looks like once I've passed my limit. So I need to stop and talk about this really quick. In fact, I think I'm going to probably do another video on this week. Goku says, I'll show you what it's like when I pass my limit. Now, is he talking about the kaioken? I don't think so. I think the reason Goku is smiling this entire time is because he knows he has either a new transformation or something beyond Super Saiyan Blue with kaioken. I think he already has it. And why do you think that the new opening is called Limit X Breaker? It's about breaking limits, about Goku breaking his limit. So we even see the Omni King saying, oh, show us what it's like when you break your limit. I think the reason that Goku is so confident in himself, and we got that little piece of video in the opening of that whole red Goku, is I'm almost certain it's a new form. He's going to break his limit, and he's going to be absolutely insanely strong, and it's probably how he's going to beat Jiren, who we're going to talk about in a little bit. So Goku and Toppo have their little standoff, and at that point, the Great Priest says that's enough, and he stops the fight. Now, I want to talk about the Great Priest real quick, because why is he stopping the fight? The Omni Kings want to see it, and it's like he has more power than the Omni King. So, I still feel like he is the true Omni King. I'm going to stick by that theory. Also, something a little strange has been happening in the last few episodes. It could be that the Great Priest and the Omni Kings are just talking off screen, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, in the last few episodes, it's almost like they have this mental connection where the Great Priest can read the Omni King's mind. He's speaking on his behalf. So I'm not really sure what all that is about. Maybe we'll learn something weird going on there in the future. Now, there was another little thing in that both the Omni Kings raised their hands, but the one on the left there, he raised the wrong hand, and then you see him kind of switching it. He's like, oh, and he switches it. So, if we're sticking with that evil Omni King theory, there's a very high possibility that, that has something to do with it. I mean, if you think about it, the one on the left there is raising his left hand, and it's an angel and demon sitting together, and left versus right. Left is supposed to be evil, right is supposed to be good. So I still think that this tournament could get interrupted by the future Omni King basically turning evil, and something happens, and it may lead into kind of a new arc, or that could be the reason or the way that the universes don't get destroyed, is because the Tournament of Power gets interrupted by the two Omni Kings clashing or something like that. Anyways, that's all theory, so let's continue. So we learned that Toppo is not the strongest fighter in Universe 11. It's actually his friend called Jiren the Gray, which is the alien guy, which we all know so far. And he said, if you're equally matched with me, you'll never be able to win, but that's BS because we know Goku is way stronger than Toppo at this point. Goku's actually he's really excited about this. He knows Toppo was strong, but I think Goku even knows he could have smashed Toppo from the beginning if he really wanted to. We learned that the clown god, his name is Belmod, at least that's how you pronounce it, Belmod-sama. And he said, should I fail, I still have my sworn friend Jiren. So Jiren's a freaking beast. At this point, we have the Great Priest start the construction of the Tournament of Power, and we get this cool little CGI of empty space, and he's just using all these pieces of rocks and essentially building this gigantic platform for everybody to fight. We get a little timestamp here, the 3 billionth day, but that's not human days or Earth days, because he said on the 157th hour, so obviously it's not 24 hours in a god day. So it doesn't really give us any indication of how old the universe is in the Dragon Ball world or anything like that. We don't even know how many hours are in a god day. So that year stamp, the 3 billion years, doesn't really give us any information at all. We learned that the Tournament of Power is going to start in about 40 Earth hours. And at this point, Goku freaks out. And this is the first time he's freaked out in a long time. He's been smiling and cocky this entire time. But Champa asks Vados, Hit wouldn't happen to have 10 brothers, would he? And Vados says your idea is too shallow. So she has a plan. She has something up her sleeve for the Tournament of Power. Whis says that Goku will be targeted immediately in the Tournament of Power, and Beerus is not feeling too good about that. We get a little bit more information about the mortal level, but it's really confusing. So Goku said you tried to destroy planets, and then Beerus was saying I wasn't doing it at random, which is kind of like his governing of the universe, which I've talked about before. And Beerus is saying that Goku's the reason that their level is down, which doesn't make any sense. Their mortal level is low because of Goku. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then Goku says, but Gohan's raising it. So what is it, based on intelligence? I have no idea what that means. I mean, that just confused me a lot. So if you guys have any ideas about that, please let me know in the comments below. Overall, this episode was absolutely fantastic. I'm going to have a ton of videos to make this week on things like Goku breaking his limit and Jiren the Gray, so look out for those this week. I'll do my preview for episode 83 tomorrow, and thanks for stopping by Master Media today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I do. I absolutely loved it, and love to hear your thoughts below, guys. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace. This video is brought to you by my website, DragonBallStuff.com. This weekend, 10% off with code MASTARMedia, 10% off at checkout. This weekend only. Lowest prices on the internet and free shipping. Come check us out.